should be using this one. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to display logos, but hey, hi there. I decided to make this video because my friend Julie should learn how to make this, because her husband, who I happen to have a crush on, really likes it. And you know, someday I'll move out of town or something, and he's not gonna be able to get them anymore. So let me show you what we got. We got a bunch of potatoes, preferably pink potatoes. No, I think you call them red potatoes. Red potatoes with the preferably the yellow. You can't see because it's there's too much light, but this is kind of yellow. The yellow flesh. Those are the more flavorful ones. We're gonna need garlic, and we're gonna need this gorgeous shit. This is called nutmeg. Okay, now let me show you what it looks like on the inside. It's really cute. Look at that. Ooh, up. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's really nice. Then we're gonna need some salt and some black pepper, freshly ground. And freshly ground sea salt. Now, I'm always gonna do that in every video because it's important. Do not use table salt. It's fucking gross. I hate it. It tastes nasty. It gives a fucking like just unbearable sensation in your mouth when you're eating it. And I just happen to not like it, so we're gonna be using just sea salt. I mean, like, if you want to go wild and be like super fancy because I don't know, stupid pink salt from the mountains in the Tibet has no plastics, well, you better rethink your usage of plastic rather than getting salt from the mountains in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna slice a shitload of potatoes, as many as you want, as many as you have to fill your baking tray or whatever you're gonna use, your Pyrex or whatever. So you're gonna try to cut them like thin, but not excessively thin, just like 1/8, 3/16. If you're using the metric system, I would say like 3 to 4 millimeters. So yeah, you're gonna cut a bunch of potatoes and then you're gonna display them nicely on a baking pan. I recommend you use something thick and made in metal, but you can use whatever's available in your house because nobody's picky with that. And if there's any cooks out there or whatever that are checking my technique, go fuck yourselves. Oh shit, am I allowed to do this? Shit, I think I'm not even gonna be able to post this on YouTube if I... can I get away with a warning? I mean, if Robert Frank can get super chatty, he keeps swearing all the time, I guess I can get away with a couple regular words, because you should be allowed to use words when you speak. But I'm not gonna get in that debate. Hey, I think we can fit another potato in here. Okay, oh sorry, you're not seeing what I'm doing, but you know, I'm just displaying my potatoes. Try to make them look pretty. Like a little bit of an irregular design, because I'm going to be moving them around later. Put some here. Some of this here. Now we got salt. So okay, let me start with the smaller ingredients. I mean the things that yeah, I know this isn't the thing that you use for that, but that's what I have available to grate this, so deal with it. Look at this fucking shit, isn't it pretty? Okay, so we got freshly ground nutmeg. Don't even bother getting the ground nutmeg because it doesn't smell like anything. So if you're getting spices, get the whole thing. Oh, I'm not showing labels here. Also not this. Get the whole thing and then grind it at your house because it's gonna be fresher. If not, all the flavors are just gonna go away. Now we got some black pepper. Obviously, a bit more than the nutmeg. Even more. Okay, so now we got nutmeg. And now we're gonna add some salt. Now don't be stingy with the salt, but try to not give yourself a heart attack from too much sodium, because you know, take care of your body. Now, usually what's gonna happen, the original recipe, I don't know why, because I don't know if it even serves anything. What I'm making, I forgot to mention, is what we call Gratin Dauphinois, which is a French dish. Look up the history of potatoes, it's actually really interesting. So what they do is that they grab like the recipe, the original recipe. You're supposed to grab like garlic and rub it on your mold or your tray or whatever you're gonna use to bake your potatoes. And that's supposed to give the flavor to it, but I like it hardcore, so I'm gonna use a little bit more. So for this I got, how much? Half a liter of cream. I already sliced one clove and put it on the base just for kicks. And then I got a couple more because I like it real flavorful. Okay, so there we go. So now we got some garlic. Now this one's gonna be a little quick because it's actually not like a complicated dish, and I actually make it to, if you like doing meal prep and shit like that, you're gonna love it because that way you can have a lot of flavorful potatoes, and you're actually gonna be happy to see that in your meal prep, unlike your boiled chicken or whatever kind of tuna or whatever, if you want to do like a clean bulking or you know, all that shit. Looking a little skinny right now, but who cares. Now, so we got garlic, nutmeg, pepper, and salt, and we're gonna put, oh, let me shake the cream a little more. Okay, plum, and there we go. Oh shit, I forgot to open it. Okay. This is what happens when I do my videos sober. Usually blazed out of my mind when I'm doing this. Okay. Ooh, fuck! Did you see all that? Okay, so now we got a bunch of cream, and we're gonna whisk it a little, let's say, because you want to mix it well. You don't want everything to go to the bottom. Okay, there we go. Let me switch it around. There you go. So we got all our cream, and then we got all our potatoes, beautifully displayed. And what we're gonna do, make sure you mix it well, and make sure you taste it, because that's gonna kind of be the final flavor. So make sure that you have enough salt, you have enough garlic and everything. Now you're just gonna pour it over the potatoes. Shake it around. There you go. I forgot to hit record when I was talking, because I'm silly like that. Now, usually people put stuff in a preheated oven, but this is gonna go to the oven for a couple hours, depending on how you like them. I like them well cooked and well roasted, and there's actually gonna be cheese on top of this at the end, if you like that, or if you're like really nasty like me, but I'm not doing that today. You can mix some cheese with the cream, and it's gonna be really fun. But no, I like moving them around. So now, what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna turn on the oven, then I'm gonna cover them in tin foil, and then I'm gonna shove them in the oven while the oven is heating up. I'm gonna set it up on roast. If you don't have a complicated oven, just turn it on at around let's say between 350 and 400, depending on how long you want them to bake. I like baking them at a lower temperature for a longer time, so I'm gonna turn it on at around 375 just for kicks, and it's gonna be cooking there for a couple hours. So let me get that ready, and I'll get back to you when that shit is done. Okay, so you can hear the oven in the background. It's already on at 375. I set the timer for 2 hours 20, because it does take time to heat up. So another thing that I forgot to mention, now this is gonna be cooking for a while, so please do not use heavy cream to make this, because it's just gonna turn into butter. Use cooking cream, or you can do like half milk, half cooking cream, but please use whole milk. Don't use that skim shit. It doesn't serve anything in this world. Please don't. And this is gonna go to the oven, and I'll switch them around for a little every, I don't know, like every 30 minutes, just to make sure that they're getting cooked even, because you know the part that isn't submerged is gonna get a little dry. So you do want to cover them a little. You want to let them soak. You can actually even like go like this and make sure that cream gets in the way, because you really want this shit to be full of flavor. Look at that. There you go. And if you're funny, or if you're like less crafty, you can just shove everything in a bowl, just shake it and then drop it. Okay, so the potatoes have been hanging out in the oven for about an hour and a half now. So we're gonna take them out and shake them a little bit, and then you're gonna put them back in the oven. And you can actually, by this point, you can actually just put them on top and let them start roasting. If you like them wet, this is the right moment to add the cheese. But I like them a little bit more cooked, so I'm gonna leave them still for another half hour. Okay, and we're back. We just took out the potatoes out of the oven. And you can see the butter sizzling. And this is the right moment to put some cheese on it. Of course, you're gonna want to move them around a little bit still. Get them covered in cream. And whoops, go wild with the cheese, honestly. I'm gonna save some for myself. Yeah. Make sure you distribute it. Yeah, look at all that cheese. Ugh. There we go. And now, oh, by the way, this is cheddar cheese. Because I like it like that. It tastes delicious. So that's how you make them. Let me just put them in the oven for a last round. Okay, so the potatoes went to the oven for a little while and they came out. They were sizzling hot, but now they're finally cooling off. And there you go. That's how you make them. I'm gonna serve a couple just because I want to eat them right now. And